What is up, my fellow degenerates? I am back again. Dead by Daylight Killer. And since this game costs like $3, yeah, $4 now because of a sale. Yeah, I think it went on sale because of the visual novel aspect of it, and there's like a visual novel sale a few days ago. So yeah. From what I heard, you can date 4 killers, I think, or 5. I don't know. I shall call myself boy, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I've played a lot of the killers, so I know my way around it, and there is some videos on my channel about it, but that's pretty much it. It's been a while since I've actually done a visual novel, since I can't really do Doki Doki Literature Club because I already did Doki Doki Literature Club, and I became kind of numb to the debts, so yeah. Cough, cough, cough. Wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'll nearly drown. As if you'll nearly drown. Wow. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel terribly sick to the stomach. Cough. Wow. Really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go now? Because I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. And eternally, if you catch my drift. Oh, not in that ocean. Sorry, boy. May I continue? Please go on. Okay, then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the air recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions rise to your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Run. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run. But the beach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you. Your footsteps are raised by soft blue waves. You turn inland. Considering a lack of options, you got no choice but to walk into the bush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about that shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your place. Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience. Well, that was sure weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your mind isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not talk directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the beach there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. You turn around and you see, when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just hits the ground. No way. The Huntress. The Wrath. The Wreath. The what was her name again? I don't know. The Trapper. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out here. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days and there's just this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, little monsters. Sexy ass monsters though. What do you do? Toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the beat on the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay, it's natural. Try hard, much. Bleh. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entrapped. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone else has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, boy. You're made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you just head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Derail a game just by showing up, nitwit. I guess you're also a nitwit. Like, it's business to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. This policy I hold for pretty much anyone who seems to have a fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interested in a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? I mean, they're here to do more than distract from my total domination. That was wrath. That sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care about the slackjack moron guys here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey boy, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind, there'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a time quiz and it'll be very important later, very important, or not important anyway whatsoever. Probably that one, I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. I'm pretty average, I think. There's another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're pretty cute, myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Or you could have any superpower, what would it be? Super strength. Super strength would be cool. Strength isn't all about muscles. True strength is up here. You expect Chopper to point to his head, but instead he taps one of his bulging shoulders. Specifically in these muscles. Nobody gives a shit about your calves. What's your best subject in class? My best subject? I guess math. Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? A dog. I don't know what misdeed is. You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? Blood red. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. What's your dream job? Not working at all. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness to some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best flavor of ice cream? Chocolate. Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same here. Mine's vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chocolate is the best flavor I ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? I think chocolate and peanut butter is like one of the greatest ones. Hold on for a second. This reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much farther. Do what I say, and if you want to survive, pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You little rascal. Killed or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Yeah, I don't know. The best flavor is mint chip. So be it. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. You wanna know what losers is? Say hello to Wrath. Hi, I'm Wrath. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people, and I loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. The things I do... Wait, does she have like something going on with her legs? But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society's a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. It's not like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let those bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there it is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead. I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever. Fog body. That's not nice. He is not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Don't speak entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know it's cruel, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Well, for once, I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat dock nearby. It'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find a water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Real serious, there's plenty of good lounge to chill at right here. I'm tired, and besides I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? I think I'm going to do Huntress's route on this one. I hate that I interrupt your game. You should finish it. Yeah, I love play outdoors. Also love to meet new people. Also love to bring them home to play. I'm sort of a big kid at heart, obviously you are too. I like you already. I hate people who are too serious, they ruin everything. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. Hold on. For one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activity coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue a dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall here. There's something in my eye. Heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't even actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give me the creeps. Then I escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to prevent you from your options whenever possible. Don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our jobs. The most you can do is help us get off the side. Dwight. Yes, pardon me. Please, follow us. Hey narrator. Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudia and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I try to be escaping? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. Why do I feel like the narrator is like the entity or something like that? It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island though. Alright, that. Yes, it's true, he was, but he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. As much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those corporate outfits. Quite exclusive. Where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong now. Now off you go. It's time for activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly. But I agree with them, not like the other island. So what will it be? Volleyball. Wow, it's so exciting to have someone else do athletics on the island. Spirit and Rat are so boring, and Trapper is so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He was not respected at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness he didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person wants to be a sitting duck in the middle of the open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from an elk. Wonder how long it would take her to bring an elk attack. Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh? Elk don't swim. Live in the forest long enough, then you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff. The killers resumed their stuff on the volleyball court and resumed the game they were playing before you arrived. Hey, fancy lemonade? I see you working up a thirst eyeing those bouncing buns playing volleyball. Claudia this is not even discreet anymore. There's just not... Claudia hands you your lemonade. Oh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win? Who's the MVP of your heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them or not talking about them if they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone, please. It's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who was saying the guy's short? Jeez. Like, I think, Huntress. Oh, shoot. Huntress over here heard you. Oh, you got your eye on me? I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky that you can barely see me at all. That is true. You have no idea how many times her axe almost landed to my face. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on this island, right? Oh jeez, I have no idea what the rules are here. Are there even rules? I should have stayed in my secret lair. Wow, what a game! It's a tie. Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows since this is everyone's first time playing. These killers don't usually have time for team sports amid their busy schedule, brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened. It's nothing. Totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh look, the killers have dispersed and are cooling down in their own way. Spear is reading a novel, a trapper is stretching sensationally in between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up. And Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge, Dwight's looking at you expertly. You should make a move. Life is short. You could get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem, carpe PM, carpe nowem. Go ahead, chat one of them up. So which killer has your eye? And we go on Huntress. You head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sportsy hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You were really great out there. Where you learn to move like that? Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing, huh? Huntress blushes. Huntress blushes a little from beneath her mask. It's a cue on cue if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past some bloodstains. A lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about the human body is capable of in these type of scenarios. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running from our lives when we keep in shape. I guess I never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who is coming for you. Through the bush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters, survivor. Well, on the other hand, you're going to need to compensate for your lack of killer instinct. What's your style? I guess imagination. What I lack in fitness, I try to make up for in imagination. I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid. You see, I'm paying attention though, while you guys aren't doing anything though. Like, what are you guys doing? You guys aren't even helping me. That's so disrespectful. I have to do everything myself. I can't imagine the two of us, panting, sweating, our clothes torn. I'm with you. Our hands gripping the sheer face of a clipped rock hand as we climb. Not exactly where I was going, but sure. Up to a cavern entrance, a dark cave slick with dew was shimmering in moonlight. I'm back with you. A pack of wolves await us there. Friends, enemies, dinner. We look into each other's eyes, then back at the wolves, and together we all howl. Howl. Sure sounds exciting. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Come on everyone, the fun and games can't be over already. I get it. Volleyball? That's rootless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has a hunter's instinct. I saw you surveying me like a prey on the volleyball court, boy. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you. She's handing it to you. Don't worry, I got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of them all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Main games consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. If you have to land on the target, and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? I'm ready. Ready. Away we go. Show them what we got. Perfect. 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 Not bad. Perfect. I'm impressed. A worthy opponent. There's more to this game than just reading. I could have been better, but who's keeping score? For record, I am, and you got 9 points. Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like my stabbing to be a little bit more close and personal. Somewhere a loud horn blows and survivors snap into action. Time's up. You're hurrying. Get to the next activity. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture a flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that much? So, more so than sitting and talking? You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'll find on F Cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seats, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And great, terrific. Seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that you don't want to sit next to the other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, here refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. What? Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him. Expected to stir. I'm sorry, even I got nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole stick gets a little flustered. Dude, this has to be like the entity. Hey there, you're looking good, boy. Real good. We literally can't let Huntress and Trappers sit together. No, seriously, their arms are way too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Their arms are too big. Look at this. It can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. Probably think it was an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every area you think you see is a choice. Got it? Okay, Okay, Dwight and Claudia are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. The nice meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spite. We hope you all enjoy. Really, really hope you do. Hey, you can't actually tell us what we're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't indulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. You need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey boy, you think what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spite, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen any pigs wearing palm tree button down prints. When we look closely at the spite, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think a guy might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Well, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe, the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like you're all completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver, fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obviously. The hell is it is? Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to Action Hut if you like. Please stop. I hate when we fight or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Akabrov. Great. Instead of slicing up, you can curve it to a second death. Hey boy, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer. Carve up dinner. Others will go on for hours, no hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tenderness. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? It's a funny idea. We hate for it to get cold. We hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Making yeah, I know how it works. Perfect. Oh man, missed completely. Not bad. This is pretty good. I like to see what you do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said machetes are dumb. Dinner's finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the master killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. Come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudia and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it would be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you eating? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, boy. Number 2 is no number 2. One of those things to think about in the afterlife. Even I want to eat. I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavioral group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? I'm sorry? Actually, it's not the food or his company. It's just super less conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner, so I'll like to have the excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watch people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry about weird things. Typically a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you and meat chews dripping down their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared or run away. I'm a narrator, not a psychiatrist, not a physicist. So please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but a lot. I brought you here. I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one way you can do to survive. You have to figure out why you're here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there's even worse paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and have to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even with itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Wait, how long is this game? It's 2.5 hours. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try to care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. You should be a total bummer that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually, I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's head open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they may be crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful, but I was going to narrate that fact, not say out loud saying a word like some creep. Beautiful mask. Your bunny mask is quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Do you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress science. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought I was right. Even though the mask, you can see that. Oh, you can actually save. Okay, that makes things like so much easier. Even though the mask you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of question has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? How's it been 45 minutes? What? She offers you some jerky, probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Sure. Well, on Murderer's Island, you might as well just eat it as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry. You can chow down some jerky, essentially, right? I love some. After a moment of quietly chewing on what you choose to believe is not a human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, boy. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, boy. There was this one theory that looked to me quite provocatively in the clearing once. That doesn't count, does it? You hear the faint giggles bubbling out from behind Huntress's mask. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. What was this? You found something in the sand? Huntress reaches up to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular island works. You should go with the flow or show some of your knowledge of advanced healing. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. Take the barrel out and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back to an attractive swoosh. Much better. Huntress is so happy to taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the hair clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on a strange island. Only to find its swaying Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in the hand which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go. Why are they rushing me so much? They need to, take a chill pill once in a while. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry. You hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. We only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to say as a group? That never ends so it goes well. Whoever did it, step up now. I swear I won't be angry, but I'll chop your head off clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me. Which is absolutely a dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on a newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald. You flex that authority gimmick one more time, she'll help me, I'll snap your head quick off. Now drop in his blood. Cynthia, Fuss, and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. Well, I know you love to kill. It's almost like all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. Get started on story time, so... Boy, who do you think should go? Damn it, what's his name? Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. We're gonna go for Huntress. I choose you, Huntress. Well, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with his catchphrases, will ya? Huntress steps up to tell her story. This campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There is a village outside the deep and ominous redwood. No child dares step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safety from the unknown. Grown men that ventured in often would never return, and the sounds that echoed out into the village were something inhuman. The woman of the town told a story to young children, hoping that would be enough to dissate with them a curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half human, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful. Wait, this is just Huntress. Her voice, the last relic of her humanity. It lures all who hear into her domain, and not precociously, child. Now our fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches. Those who have seen her say she wears a mask of hair stained with blood of so many poor souls. The hatches she wields have been brought down brutally on the skull of many an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there, for what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said that the Huntress, as the villagers called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girls she came across in the forest. Instead, they'll suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'll bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'll wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affiliate them to the wall. That way, they'll be warm. That way, they'll be out of harm's way. The Huntress would even bring the girls presents. Toys she'll filter from other bodies. Masks she'll fashion out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did not nothing to dull the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration for all her good intentions. The Huntress had never learned how to care for a human child. You see a tear creep down from underneath Huntress's mask. Suddenly the most beautiful singing voice you've heard fills the air. Sleep, my darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence and you feel the need to contribute to the stirring moment. Wait, are you even supposed to do that? He'll snatch you up between his teeth, if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep beneath the quaking tree. I just can't believe you know this song. You share an intimate glance across the campfire. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Can't the little woolly sheep tug so tightly you must keep, or he will come for you. The song ends and you are both met with silence around the campfire. I love that song, Bayo Bayushka, the old Soviet lullaby, right? It's a song my mother used to sing to me before bed every night. But now I must go. The memories, they are so much. I then know everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility. That lasts all of 7 seconds before a trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing about these scuppers all day, but I want you to hear about a little big fish like me. Something special. These in charge don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. Only lobster in the ocean of sardines. Don't give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused on what to make of this cryptic clues, but you aren't going to make any time for yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you like my story. Why wouldn't it? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all the stories are better with the sound of burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat BBQ than smell like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Dipping in hot tubs with the Huntress, you come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her and offer like that, but don't forget our little talk. You and the storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some If some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half woman, half beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. No way, how cool. That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress Fox shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth, what do you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author such as a comedic mastermind, Dostoevsky? It was a really well-told narrative, clear beginning, middle, and end. Riveted from the start, plus the woman in the forest. I mean, you are clearly not a true villain. You're just a traumatized child. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Huntress eyes leer at you from behind the mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. You chuckle awkwardly at Huntress's statement of obvious. Why are you laughing? I can't help but giggle when I'm about to die and but also falling in love. You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly, despite your steamy company. It's a little chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, eh? Wait till you're true on whatever smooth moves we're about to unveil themselves, but it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tucked out. Will I see you tomorrow, boy? Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's hard to tell. Good night, my little snack. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. Yeah, sure. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Look into the cranking embers. You think about Huntress' story of the half-human beast that adopted all those innocent children and attempted to save them that led to their doom. Are you a mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? Before you can dwell on it too much on your fate, Claudine and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smile stretched from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by the campfire light. You must apologize for accommodations. We aren't prepared for our guests. We're making you comfortable, or trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just to keep the volume to low minimum. Our other guests aren't the type you like to rub on their booty sleep. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know I know. It's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, Ray, would like to do that? No, I'm good. Away we go. As you relax and look at the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine and decide you might adjust that dial and fix it. Dude, what? Let's see what's on the station. Is this a theme? What kind of theme is this for? No matter how many times you have to listen to it, you still can't sleep. You decided to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're asleep here. We'd like to summon to your side as you lay by the campfire. Huntress. Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Chamomile tea? If I survive It's Soviet lullaby doesn't work. The special mushroom tea has done a trick. When I'm not coating the blade on my hatchet and to ease the past of my victims, I'm steeping in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this is really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now. You've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. We work up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it hurt so much to go splash around some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. When you wake up, you find a spirit standing beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh. Shh. Clearly, she hasn't noticed that you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you. Seems like she's really focused on that book. Shh. Seems like forever as she stares at the page before shutting the book and setting it back down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you with the Huntress before bedtime. I want to tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. Completely by accident, I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking for you, after you or anything. This was simply the best ring light, and the text in my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind our own business types, not phony look up for each other as an excuse for just being noisy types. But since you're here and I'm here, maybe we got the other things in common, who knows? If we spend a little more time together tomorrow, we might find that. I don't know. We get along, and by get along I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. Or not. Whatever, I don't really care. Bye. Good night, and sweet dreams to you too, I guess. Finally alone for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. What? Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez. One of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today really went well. There were some of those interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end up in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So you're getting the hang of it now, so you think. What, there's more? So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do you think of a newcomer? That's to say, oh, I do. Okay, attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many words since I was raised by my mother in the woods, but until she was scoured by an elk that had to wash her and trot trails off my sourfin. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer is. I don't know who this newcomer will have to want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about his place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill, and Trapper. Oof, where did I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. A fine diet of raw deer, beer, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a second of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. With this person, for some reason, I would like to continue living for now, one false step, and, well, you know, everyone calls me a trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill that Charon guy. Oh, I'm going to kill that Charon guy. That's what it sounds like, anyways. I'm not sure how to feel about Boy. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate. It's probably good for Boy if they just keep ignoring me. On the other hand, there's something about them that maybe could work out for my plan. For me. You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternally, only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it. You survived your first day. As far as accomplishments go, this is what you can't just cut off in the middle and expect me to know what it is. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep at a campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging up on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make up for a sexy bunch, no? Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Dude, what is that thing? What? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows magicians are morning people. I just want to wish you luck. Today is my important day. My only regret is that I won't be a big part of it. Budging issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he bought a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yeah. Weird. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, not review to. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did possible omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hands? There's not a parliament and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if it's placed in eternal pain, prison of pain, I'm not saying it is. Even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of horror goes to a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start with the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing those elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as a part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Actually, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, boy. Last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes. If I were to summarize my time here, I'll call it a lovely time. Aw, lovely. We love to hear that, because that's what this place is all about, finding love. No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us all killed again and again and again. We do not need to ask you one more question, though. We all have to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Will you please sign this non-disparable agreement? Sure. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract saying that I, boy, will never say anything negative about my stay on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Hey, boy, it's still cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like that. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon, and so much for maintaining these beach bodies. We're all half naked in a chocolate paradise. Can we get some strawberries here, yogurt? Magic powders will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through a puberty again, except all in one day, on a beautiful and mysterious island. Seems like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Chopper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is at 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to breakfast. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart, something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for a kill, but softer, warmer. Feels like it could be love, or maybe just ingestion from all the raw beef she had last night. Oh well, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand up during breakfast too. Just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well, as you know. I'm too much dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. Because you all left me alone yesterday to be my best. my constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has some time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. I'm glad the instruction of a boy to our on paradise. And yeah, that was in quotation. I didn't distract me from my own routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking questions. I'm asking a question too. It's when will Rick shut up? And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see y'all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keeping him wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or sexy to true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. Hear that? Who are you dressing me? Well, yeah, I guess that is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of those four fine killers, but it seems like the person I'm going to get to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick in there a little more. Oh yeah, that's it. How does that feel? Intense, nice. Yeah, it feels right. This is uncomfortable. I want you to take that, but talking about just like that, exactly like that. So I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so you know they're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Truckster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Why is panting Claudia has a crazy look in her eyes? Sorry, I didn't know how else to know, let you know I was here, and that I could hear you. Well, No, what? What do you think you're doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you're doing, but it sounded like fun. You think two people are trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping we stab each other in just the right spot. We won't get resurrected. I come to believe that the key is finding the exact point we need to bleed out from. I believe that opportunities are appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Do you really think we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, yet somehow it's even worse than right now. Let's go, lower boy. I know all our entry rooms and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, boy. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy, or cragmedy. Shut up, I liked it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading over to a hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in this heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to spend a day with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from the disturbing thought, all is going to play until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tilted like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But there's no tree at all, it's... Hey babe. Breakfast is weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with a group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one really should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. You play your cards right, I give you a private show. Catch you later. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blood bat thread thing, but adorable. Makes an interesting silhouette, genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't give him anything, and you're not best friends. Just because we have a lot of talk about doing a lot of talk, it's not an open invitation to go smashing that fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that guy is gone and we got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take deep breaths, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gone pretty cozy. You should get out of here. I know a place is quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hear us here. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit, a pocket knife. You said bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. Of course, you wash up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you got nothing to gather. Are you really ready? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugtress. You look down at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you decide if you want to go off with her, the trapper interjects. I demand you ricochet her, white shell for a bunny with hatchet, and we can have everything you ever wanted. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these all are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say: when life gives you lemons, make the lemonade, and then die a horrible, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Oh, Huntress, of course. What? You and Huntress blow on your mask, or are you just happy to see me? For its friend. You and Huntress makes your way over to a secluded beach house. Your heart thrumps in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrumps is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves with excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix it sexy and horrifying? Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you've arrived. A cabin in the woods. Obligated in nearly all horror films and stories, and you come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Hunter stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? No. Oh. Is it me, or did Hunter seem a little disappointed? Did I peg her for a lover of the Fang? But hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. It definitely looks weird. Anyways. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey feeling. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not one of those mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? The doc gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I could learn like this. I could certainly learn like this. The whole place is quite tactile. There's so much to look at. The organized chaos makes me want to craft things with my hands. I knew you like it here. You have the eye of someone who appreciates fine stolen things. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many goodies on this island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. Like a little gossip, huh? Where are you playing at, boy? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite infested floor and falls into your arms. You're not mad about it. Before you had time to enjoy taking this moment in, oh no, it's an attack. A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you and Huntress in swarms, clanking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? Grab a shashka. You quickly reach out and grab a shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know what a shashka is. A Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something like that. Back with Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has that ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes these near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd like to start a family one day. How about you? Of course I love kids. Would love to be a parent one day. Huntress smiles. I love my dear mother so much. I can't wait to have this sort of special relationship with my daughter one day. Teach her everything I know. And I won't be killed by some horrible elk. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering around about the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage and mother would tell me stories. And we'll drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved that, what she always wanted for me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's warm, it's beautiful and warm and everyone's so attractive, like thirst traps galore. But then I get a feeling that something is coming for us. Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmare visions of a dark cloud, Claudia and Dwight, vacant stares at Billy, some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate her theory or try to push off. Totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we are all serving some great purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from the near stage. where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. What is it? Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudia and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like that voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovey-dovey by another killer. They are here, ready to make you an offer to love you, of love you won't be able to deny. Trapper emerges from the ocean, from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manly and manliness brought to life. Also, was he holding his breath under there this entire time, waiting for his cue? That's commitment to the bit if I've ever seen it. Hardy spent the day in the quarantine cottage. That's cute. How about a quarantine mansion, or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm a clean Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of the cozy we got out there in the snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry out over her body from the inside. Well, Trapper's a real deal, and by real I mean really, and by deal I mean evil. Blush, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get it both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Ugh, as if that life isn't for me, bro. I'm very impressed you can speak without implied quotations. Very cool. This guy's a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? He's like the turn of the century of Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is. Thanks but no thanks. Thanks but no thanks. I'm into acquire a lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. You run back to the huge arms of Huntress. She hugs you tight. So tight you think you feel the life leave your body for a moment, but it hurts so good. You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their total honest opinion. Even that opinion makes me want to carve out their liver. And that butt wiping comment, that's not what I meant by clean up after you. But I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home. Trapper leaves and you turn to Huntress. Walk in slow motion back to the water. It's pretty weird. You just gonna stay in there all night? Shall we continue our date? Huntress leads you back to our cabin. You thought you remembered the way, but it's like the forest has completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not get lost out here. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper. Pulling a move like that? I'm so glad you chose me though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny mask eye and scoops you up onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind truffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by like the lead from the famous teen vampire drama. In that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey, Huntress doesn't call you that though. Eventually she gently lowers you to the ground and you take in your surroundings. Wood clearing in the forest. Huntress prances her about like a deer in a meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they're so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes. Great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A mellifluous voices flow through the air, laying upon your ears like a syrupy honey. Come find me. Oh man. Tag. You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high fives you. You're trying to date this young lady or just bro down all day. You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 1,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. Like what? Sometimes I find young girls in the woods, little perfect angels that need my protection, but if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark. We feel like Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Little Claudia and Dwight are back. Look, we swear we're here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one's manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's just not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No. You are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secret. But enough gentle ribing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram all of them on screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. We are live on the line. Everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the window and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on a murderer's island. But hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Clearly I need to do a little more to be a part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat. I like being alone, so I take that all back. I don't care what this group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into a haunted, synchronized dance, and I'm still working on how they did it. You mean beetle? Boy, stop him from saying it. Beetle shrimp? You the most rare and delicious type of shrimp? Beetle shrimp? Is this some kind of new species? Because I've hunted many beetles and many shrimp. I've never heard of a beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got a hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon forgets. Also, something to do with dancing? I wasn't going to say that, no, I was going to say, achoo. Excuse you, boy. Now, you were saying, Trapper? You've done all you can, I appreciate it. I'm going to have to narrate us out of this somehow. Hold on. Are you afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure ghosts? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a bit late for that. And then a giant Orpexio swooped down and dropped a saber head on the table and shocked everyone. Trapper. Hey, I've never seen this particular saber head before. Watch this time, I'm being honest. Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We've got to be careful about which cultural references we got mixed up with, is all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain brokers would like to know about your day. You'd like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how do you describe it to others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is an option. Totally your brush with that. Day was nuts. We went to a Huntress cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans. That would never happen on my yacht. I grind them a much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least these kind of crabs. I have a little crumb for the little kind. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetites. Don't you mean bone? No. Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Possibly a boy on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean the tables. Okay, I was just making sure it worked. They linger around you as they pick up your plates, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Oh, thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would be so kind as to follow us to a fire pit, we'll greatly appreciate it if you told something big going to happen, something that would change everything. Huh? You can go willingly. If you go unwillingly, you have no choice. Tough cookies. Do you have a choice on what you said, Dweeb? Yes, I definitely regret how I did it. Good, everything needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire eliminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too spooky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Rates complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take your places, wondering who will want to tell their story this time. Will narrator tell the story? I bet they got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool, and now everyone's looking at you. So yeah, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades, boggle? We're thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Ray points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing could do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for us, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or just your nerves heating up. I know that fire is right there, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Boy was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Well, I can't. Okay. I guess I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want me to tell? Romance, I guess? I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to budge in on the same willy Wolverine. Not quite, it's about my parents. They met at a party in college she was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They can't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. They made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. It seemed to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got your attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to assault you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from a killer to killer, trying to decide on who might be the most interesting. Huntress, you seem raring to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck in the forest isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just want some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. I'm invested. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music, flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night, and the man grew weary. But when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. "Help, I cannot stop dancing," he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him, and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin to the color of algae, or Rosalska, her true form. "You'll never stop dancing," she screeched at him. "My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment." Man cried out, "But it wasn't me." "Someone must pay," the Rosalka said, her voice filled with brine malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out, the dance of death. A silent beat as everyone takes in their mockery ending. But it's not all bad. Rosalskas are also fertilized gods. If a lady has stumbled across them, she will have been blessed with a fruitful womb, and probably some candy for Rhoda. Damn, does she really think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost as rewarding as the original. Never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing the series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installments and builds a great sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, boy, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know what we need to get back to? That thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink end up dead. Why do you say wink out loud? And what kind of double are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwyer is physically incapable of winking, not since the incident. And if you do not know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed that here's somebody trash talking Spirit. Deal me in. Usually we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this body while I roast with that ghost with some killer hot takes. Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit are getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figuratively fires as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spiny lakes, you're probably tired before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, boys after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these lakes? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my huge stature. That's because I choose not to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella. Put it on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actually trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us so we could move on in our lives, or some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who would you head off with for an amazing activity? I'm just saying you may not get a ton of chances dating around like this before your time on Murder Islands comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with the name either. But with the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which clearly we take, and yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because that guy, Huntress. You know, I had a feeling you'd pick me. You got good taste, and I just don't say that because I'm considering you. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you got yourself into? Let's go to the bar. I'm gonna make you into something special. What? What? You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar, and when you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and crafts supplies. And are those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're almost terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. What is that? What? Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you in some sort of state in which you would be operating on, these flavors would certainly hide the poison. You look around, consider what else there is to live for besides becoming a Huntress' little toy, and the conclusion is bombs away. You pound a drink, it's quite nice. But think about making a present, a mask. What would you be into? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? And it can't be a dog, even though I know you like them. There was this ex, they were really into Dobermans, like too into them. It's a long story. Two rabbit masks. Where are masks? One just like yours, please. That's not very creative, is it? I'm just annoyed, but then her face lights up. Oh wait, this is brilliant. We can use this as a tactical advantage. Like there's two of us. We can attack from both sides. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone in my skimpy pajamas. I just winks at you. Should we like get out of here? These drinks are making me pretty sleepy. Should we like get out of here? Maybe go directly into your bed? I mean, it's not how it's supposed to go. Soon. You got a lot of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors. Maybe just a thought. Making more masks? Oh wait, making matching gloves? No, you little jokester. Think of a different kind of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths. Depending on the mood we're in. It's not a round of to be careful we wish for on Murderous Island, Dwight. I need your help, doing something in a different place entirely. You are my mind. Meet you there. I'm talking about mycology. You know, mushrooms? I picked a lot of them. I'm very familiar in which ones you make for a great soup base. And which ones make you super dead. I'll show you two mushrooms. You point at the one that's safe to eat. Okay, that sounds easy enough. Correct, it's called Black Trumpet, and boop boop doo, it's delicious. Next up, this one's very easy, I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that you won't result in almost instant death if you eat it. Correct, hey, that's a chantelara. Sounds fancy and it tastes fancy too, just like a stern someone I know, I bet. Nom nom nom. Final question, which will you make you jump off for joy and which will make you vomit till you die? Correct, that's a green crackling russula. Sure, it might look moldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its gross green cap. Not everything is exactly as it appears at first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more with just my biceps for you. Alright, let's see. Tabulating your answers and perfect score. That knowledge is going to come in handy if we're stranded here on this island for much longer. Huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you spend time with forest bumpkins such as myself. You're no bumpkin. You're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. That's pretty hot. We're here. Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together. Dude, why is there like every option feels like some type of telltale option? Exactly what the voice says. I'll tell you, I'm being honest, you're the only one who could hear me out. Or hear me. Together again on the volleyball court. Seems like the only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oh, it feels like it's been here a lot longer than actually. It's so late that the sun's already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty sleep. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've already used your time well since then. Really get to know the gang. The brain, the mule, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date to see who boy chooses. Who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about their dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with, and then you can go back to reading your book. Stop talking. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively, damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with those people. Tomorrow you spite in the face of God to die and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper, dig at whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what these guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face for? All of them. Okay then, so hide tonight if you tend to hang out with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, we'd like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why yes, thank you. I'd love to. Show boy, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not a maggot, also everyone, even confident, sexy girls in rabbit masks better stay the hell away from my yacht. What? Sorry, anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I prefer to just tell Boy privately. I don't really know how this is gonna work with these game mechanics. Well, you just whisper it to Boy. Wraith considered this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to an audibly audible whisper. Tomorrow, we will have to find my bell. Then I will tell you all about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special. The kind of thing that we all really bond. Maybe finally get off this island. And maybe we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods proud. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on a yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure plan. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primal stuff. If you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious. I like it. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options if you're ready to choosing in the morning. Now go dream about these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Do you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition period would be complete without single out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of psychotic break and give them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition period this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderous Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their hearts? Do you dare to even try? You mean, that's right, tomorrow one of those sexy slicers will not be eliminated to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? It will hurt someone's feelings, someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trump seems like he might trophy you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'll see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Dude, this feels like something I have to save on. She floats and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, seems like we might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss, so which sociopath are we eliminating? I guess right. Look, I'm here and I'm horny. I'm not really positive reinforcement with you, right, Poo? Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are, and you're about to deep down as a person. I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know? A kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about this mysterious stuff you're obsessed about. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises taller than you've ever seen him and clearly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of humanity and the hope of humanity has been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There is no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape, or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now you're broken heart of someone heartless. You should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about your broken heart you've left behind. Because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with boy while this is over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our limit player home with what? Their own mostly new trickster body pillow. The next best thing is a real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it certainly won't try and stab you. How do we know that? Because I tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudia approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, boy. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing that you'll do tomorrow? I don't know. Don't know how you do it, but if you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back to put you in sleep to themselves. You know those two schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in on everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew you had a connection with the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a change. I know I said some things when Boy kicked me out, but I just want to say I'm embarrassed about how I acted. Not what I said though, I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. How do you say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Boy's goal is to suppress me, things are going poorly. But if Boy's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little bit. It's the volume of words I spent talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me. No. What? You're not part of this. You don't get a convention. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything. You feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing type vibes. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, produces a limited series on my life, starring a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing those things private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you better come. My dudes, you gotta check it out. IP Island's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking about your favorite established characters from all the popular culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghostface. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to. I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, boy. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yeah, seriously. They do not pay me enough to deal with it, people. Is it my turn? What? No. It is not your turn. You're sentient water. How will you even sit in the chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay. Rude. Fine, just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? Down the hall to the left. It's... okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? Not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't want to confess anything. We've been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How's... you know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated in the algebra test once? Watching Ray get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I've been alive in this nightmare, this place, the sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity, an unrelenting rhythm of crash waves and wailing seagulls, it's like crescendo's song of evil. That makes me question the very foundation of this universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase us from this. Please erase me from the existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull a plug on the experiment and let my soul be free. Please, please, just get me out of this bullshit. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyways, 2 days in paradise, cool. Anyway, it seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight. So I hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be dozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which it's okay, sort of okay with. You pull on your beach attire and splash water in your face. Dwight and Claudia approach. Is that look on their faces excitement, terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. And you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time. Claudia gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene where very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare affections for this killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-ass cameo on the show. I'm gonna chew his agent down. Before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how you've been to us, boy. It can't be easy being thrown to a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudia and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to get all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way friends. If you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? The idea doesn't do friends. They are killers and they are survivors. I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudia and Dwight look around conspiracy again. Well, I've seen sparks fly between you and Huntress. I saw her writhing a little figurine of you last night while everyone was asleep. So are you ready? Of course you're not. But too bad. We're on schedule. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand up to the sides, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for a newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I need a drum roll for this. No you don't, but who cares? Boy, who do you choose for your solo date? Can I at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower is a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose, but no roses. There's such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, and I got an allergy set sale for these. I don't know what that is. Beautiful. You done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? They're getting that vibe too. Just me? Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. Boy, who do you like see these flowers and spend a day with you tonight? Huntress. You turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her caftan dress ruffles behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's been a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere under her flowery dress, probably to save for lunch. She can't help but hunt. Hunters, I choose you. Let's spend a day together and see if we can see a possible future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first she might swipe at you, where her gigantic hand had knocked the life out of you. Instead she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she just stuck her tongue all out at all the other killers. Sometimes an immature move is the right one. It's sure to be a fun day. We'll be here, not getting to really participate, even though survivors matter too. While you go off and have a grand old time. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out. No one competing for our love. Wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery. But go, have a blast. Okay. Huntress eagerly leads you to a yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm, salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves is pretty perfect morning. Just you and Huntress. Hey cuties. Ocean's here too. Do you know that I'm teeming with the flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? That pesky ocean always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You sure you're okay? Here on the ocean? I know you don't like to be here in the open. Something about being here that makes me feel safe. You both sit at the deeply set table on the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green, huh? I get extremely seasick. And tricks replace all the islands draw my mind with party drugs, so. Wait, how did they get here? Weren't they just on the beach counseling the rejected killers? Are there more than just two of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver, hold the orange juice. Of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us, set the mood? Hand Dwight a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon the haunting melody of Huntress's mother lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. The beat rocks as though at the rhythm of the song, the eerie melancholy mood is quite romantic. Breakfast has never been as intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a low bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured flute of straight vodka into the pristine deck. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how tiny he looks from all the way out there. Huntress squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both, the chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives. Get back here. He's not wrong. Hey Claudette, take us out further. Aye, Captain. Can we drive? Can she drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again. Nothing but the call of a seagull and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. I made a mask you asked for. I almost forgot, but I bet you didn't. This is the whole reason you pursued Huntress, I bet. Definitely to get the mask of your own. No other reason. Here you go. Oh, that's cool. It's perfect. You put it on. It fits your face like a phase glove. You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surged through you. One has become two. Rabbits be multiplying, even in the mask form. Let's go back to my place. She downs her screwdriver. Wait, hang on a second. Alright, at I guess 4:10, I'll look to see what's going on with my clothes. I have some the tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer chokes, and Narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at a cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the blood stains that have crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean. Stop backseat omniscient narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or I hear it. I can hear any mammal's tensions creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What to do? What tidy up? Clean up. Everybody do share. You half expect a flock of adorable birds and cute little mice to come sprinting in and help you, but they don't. Because this isn't some kind of fantasy, this is gritty. This is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all the adorable birds and cute little mice. So you play around the room by yourself, organizing Huntress's various trinket collections. Old bottles over there, discarded vintage dolls parts over there, various keys that don't open anything in particular. Doesn't she have a drawer filled with these? Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay a blanket down in front of the fireplace for no reason at all. You're certainly not imagining all the naughty things that could go down in such a blanket. What's that in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-matted hair and scratch the shoulders. I thought we could get warm by the fire. She wags its finger at you, a bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. Remember when we talked about how there's more going on here? You nod like a little idiot. Well, I know there's something up. The other night while you were sleeping like a cute little baby, I snuck into each of the other killer's lairs and saw them with shiny objects that they've been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with the symbol. I tried to go back last night, but something blocked me from picking any of the objects up. Someone or something knows I'm onto them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help me? Hell yes. A Globber treasure hunt on the level of Nicolas Cage masterpiece, you can certainly count me in. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab Huntress by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on the way out the door. It feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. But part of you is just wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her yoked arms and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. Wait, what? Where do you want to start? Alright, I'll be right before this stops. So, there are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. Which one will you investigate? It's weird. I got a message from Grubhub about something. Let's go to Trapper's Cave. There are 2 ways to get to Trapper's Cave. Due to the whole, trap-based character theme he's got going on, you can rest assured that either one or both of those pathways is filled with traps. You turn to Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. Underground, huh? Sounds secretive. No one can stop you if they can't see you. That said, no one can rescue you if you can't hear you scream. No one will need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. But you're not going to die, are you? Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However, you manage to make your way along, distinctly uncaught by any traps Rusty bear or otherwise. I got this. You're doing great. You're not at all afraid? Who, me? Nah. I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest, damp, and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own, which is good because you're going to need it if you're going to head through the very murdery-looking passageway ahead. Probably. You enter into a humid, shadowy cave. A dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder, how deep does that pool of water, shiny water go? Let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. Trapper, get out of the way or I'll screw you and serve you for lunch. You're wasting your time. You'll never find what you're looking for. Unless what you're looking for is a minigame. What? A minigame? How unexpected. How playful. How about you play it right now? Find Huntress's lost shiny thing. Peel them eyes. You're on the hunt now. Sure. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Perfect. Not bad. You did. You found my lost shiny. This is a carnival you'd be walking away with a giant teddy bear. You found my lost shiny object. I'm so grateful. I could kiss you right now, but I won't because I'm pretty sure Chopper didn't actually leave and he's still over in the shadow watching us. Later, Chopper, you thieving little perv. Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge. Come on, boy, let's hurry to the next place. A pen? You found Huntress's shiny thing and, well, I think it's just a regular old pen. But we don't need to point it out. She's happy and isn't that all that matters? Sure. There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away. You've been to Trapper's dark little hideaway, so there's no need to go back there. Which one will you investigate? Let's go to Spirit's Lighthouse. This place is spooky as heck. Wasn't the beach sunny and beautiful just a moment ago? You're telling me that your precious little shiny thing is up there? It's pretty great, right? Finally a good chance to activate these squads. You don't get legs like these from standing still. But I already know I love a good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, housing around. Roughhousing. Get that damn shiny thing before your immeasurable horniness melts your brain and runs down out of your ears already. Yeah, I called it out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. So shall we? Inside the lighthouse, it's so dark you could barely see the step in front of you, but that's okay because you've got 100 steps to practice getting the hang of this in the dark. However, something about this gloomy place is really wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy, horny aroma. You can practically feel your mood going down, down, down as you climb up, 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 higher into the lighthouse. Before you finally arrive at the top. Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this whole being dead thing. Did you totally get sadder the closer you get to the top of the tower? That was me, baby. I've got to share the weight. Wealth, and by wealth I mean unending despair. You're probably here for one of your precious little things, Staff Stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over here reading if you need me. Let's find this shiny thing, anything you're probably in the mood in here. Don't miss treasure, this is treasure hunt, not a treasure. Yes, you're really going a long way to improve your dedication to me, you know that? You know I know this, right? I can see the raccoon licking itself with the regard of from 2,000 miles away in pitch darkness. I definitely see you working that little butt off for me. thing get? You found a bottle opener? Really? This is the fancy item? Whatever. You're a real team player. Hey. No. Stop. Spirit doesn't even look up from her book. I think it'll be fine if you just peace out. There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not gonna let them get away with it. You've been to Trapper's dank little hideaway, so there's no need to go back there. You can check out the Black Lighthouse because you're searched there already. Which one will you investigate? Whenever you arrive at Rate's Oddball hangout, you immediately understand why they call it the cosmic dump. They being me, obviously. It's as if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this place. Also, it's a damned mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The very air you breathe makes you feel that you're a part of something much, much larger. I'm gonna go hunt some lunch. While you find that object, you'll know when you see it because it's extremely shiny. Oh, how long have you been standing there? Are we really? Are we ever really there? I want to tell you for your existential crisis today, right? Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon. I hope. Like, I need to find a special object you have hanging here. You stole it from Huntress and she knows it. You're trying to figure out this whole thing out too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject matter, but sure, it's Wraith we're dealing with after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through you can see a far off island in the distance. Holy smoke, is that? Sorry, I actually have no idea what that is. Would you mind filling me in? It's IP Island. Where all the clues, kills from intellectual properties that were legally obligated to not mention by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls. That's not even all. Zoom in over there. No way. Dude, is that Ghostface? No way. That's actually awesome. I said not to name him. Oh jeez. Now I'm gonna have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyer charges by the hour. I'm sorry, it just kind of popped up. I'm telling you, something crazy is going on here. Something crazy going on here. I'll let you... No, I wasn't trying to steal anything from Huntress. I was looking for answers, but also occasionally losing some answers. Yep, that's right. The thing you're looking for, I can't actually find, so... Good luck, I guess. Good, a minigame. Haven't seen one of those in the past 20 seconds. Perfect. See an old pair of glasses on the ground and quickly grab them. You found it, so shiny. I knew I could count on you, boy. And they're saying something because I literally never learned to count via any traditional system of numbers. Let's get out of here. It's hard to believe that these old glasses really mean anything special, but a lady like Huntress deserves whatever she wants. You spend a moment imagining Huntress with glasses. Would she wear them over the mask or under? Hey, that's not just some junk. Those are my reading glasses. I just grabbed the highlights. Yeah, well, too bad. There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not gonna let them get away with it, yeah. As for Raid's hangout, that's already covered. Which one will you investigate? Trickster stage. You arrive at Trickster stage, but there's no one here. Not Trickster, not audience, not anybody. Nothing eerie than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here. The beers that sloshed over red solo cups. Mosh pits, tall guys standing in front of you for the entire show. Lifelong friendships that actually only last for one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties sometime. They are a real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic balaka music. Trickster, I've never listened to your music, and I think sampling the sounds of people's screams has very been there, done that. Hey, no one talks to Trickster like that. And how do you know about my samples? Somebody's obviously a much bigger friend than they're on to be. Show me where Huntress's shiny, mysterious object is, or I'll wipe that grin off your face with a chloroform trench rag. Way to harsh my mellow. The range of violence and torture is only cool when I do it, because my commentary on shallow society, I make it look sexy as hell. Your thingamajig is that the way. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing an intricate dance routine. What you did to that bootleg backstreak just now was wow. If it weren't so strong and stable up on my feet, I'll swoon, but I just wouldn't be believable. Find me my shiny thing, champion. I'm actually getting good. Her encouragement is... You did it! Your ability to find the unfindable is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. Do you think I might be able to find your heart? I would hope so. It's very important to locate and remove all the internal organs of your prey as soon as you follow them, so your meat doesn't spoil. I don't think she got it, but you know, sure. What's this? You found a gold coin? Phew, that was fun and scary. Good to see the other killers are taking their heartbreaks in stride, more or less. And you got a really nice tour of some of the island's less so known haunts. Boom, still got it. We make a pretty good team, you and I. What can I say? I appreciate a fine collection. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we can head back inside to appreciate it. Can you click a start and another gift that I've been meaning to give you? A special gift? Is it shiny? I suppose it could be if you hold it up enough. I'm gonna be ill. When you enter the cabin, it's dark, barely lit. Deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it manages to be a little bit terrifying, but also a little bit romantic. But you barely even notice. You've got other things on your mind. Whoa. Practicing addressing each other as you walk through the door. Minds elsewhere needed to be realized that the door was wide open already. Can I even show this on stream? You were incredible. Every time you found one of my objects, my heart beat faster and faster. Your mind nibble. Is there anything they can't find? The fireplace is cracking. But your heart is pounding. The smell of cinnamon is in the air, but wait. Who is that? Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover up back on. My darling. Oh, is that her mother? An older Russian woman bearing a striking resemblance to Huntress sits, warming her hands by the fire. She turns to you and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history. Wrapped in old, unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at the beach. Without thinking, you blurt out, "What an honor. What an honor, too. Can't believe this. You're the Mama Huntress I've been dying to meet." Well, nearly. Can I help you with anything? Glass of vodka, a hatchet for revenge on that elk who slayed you? Oh no, my child. I'm quite content. I was happy to know my little darling is taken care of. Huntress chuckles nervously. Hi, Mama. Claudia and Dwight burst in like they're in a prank video. They weren't expecting this date to include meeting her mom. What? Hey Huntress, how do you feel about your dear mama coming to interrupt your date? Huntress throws a hatchet at the two survivors. It goes to the wall between them. Without another word, they quickly scurry away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. I hope this is alright. Of course. It's okay. I give great parent. What? Huntress breathed a sigh of relief. Just the mood I thought we were coming back to, but I'm here. But I'm here now. I'm in it. I'm ready to meet your mama. Thank goodness, because my mother is the only person. I mean, most important person in my life. We rush into bed tea. Do you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup in your hand, and as you drink your tea with her, the air becomes warm around you. You, Huntress, and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old fairy tale pictures of a young Huntress in black and white holding bloodied animal corpses with a chilling, dead-eyed stare. You all laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely day. Why does it keep messing it up? No. And then you forgot that you're on a possible cursed island atop what is likely some kind of hellmouth. Look, that's not official lore. I just call it like I see it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clutches her stomach and her eyes stare into the middle distance. She mutters some sounds as if she were reliving the moment she was skewered by an elk. Very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging me in my tea and stories. So tell me, where are your intentions with my... I don't know what that says. That means bunny, but you guessed that already, didn't you? Or by now you've got your translator app ready. To start a family together. All that's on my mind is family. To forage our forest dwelling with blood, we're brood of half a dozen at least, hunting side by side forever. Mama Huntress smiles at you. She reaches into her bloody cloak and pulls out a handkerchief with a flower on it. For you, the one worthy of my Anna. Use it to clean your hatchet of biscuitery. You take the handkerchief, it's soft and smells of spices. I'll take good care of this. You point to Huntress. Her on the other hand, she can take care of herself. Huntress is ecstatic. You've won over Mama. No easy task. My time on this plane has come to an end. The weird magic from this ghost girl's black lighthouse won't keep me here for long. I don't want to get the logic of this, but yeah, the lighthouse can bring ghosts back to life. If you're still here, you're willing to believe anything. It is Spirit who brought you back? I have to thank her. Huntress' mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You can picture her as 6 years old lying over her mother's dead body. I fully support this union. I feel good leaving my daughter on this cruel earth with you. You share a meaningful look with the mother of your beloved. Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Not a second later, Claudia and Dwight storm back in, never alone for too long on this island. It's time for a dramatic scene between the lovers. Shall we adjourn to the forest clearing for ambience? You and Huntress stand holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interactions closely, too closely. Hey, I've really loved hanging out with you. I think it's time. Time for, oh my, okay, I'm ready for this. Time for you to call me with my real name, like my mother does. Will you call me Anna? Oh, that, yes, of course. I think Anna's a beautiful name, and you're a beautiful person, Anna. Boy, do you know what I like to do right now with you between the moonlight? I feel closer to you than I ever have before. There's nothing I'd rather do right then. She averts her eyes. Does she mean what you think she means? No, she's looking right at Dwight and Claudette. Chop up these two fools with you. Absolutely. My hatchet is as sharp as my love for you. Let's get bloody. It's a gruesome scene as you and Huntress go to town on these innocent survivors who just wanted to help you guys out. We're being forced to help you. I can't hear you, hun, on account of the conjuring blood in your mouth. Once you've made quite a mess of the survivors, you and Huntress look at each other with manic eyes. I returned to the cabin. I like to get out of the beach wear to something a little less there. That you never ask. Once inside the cabin, Huntress strips off her kaftan, revealing every curve of her muscular body. You follow her lead, disrobing for the first time since waking up here on the island. Yeah, you've been sleeping in your clothes. No judgment. It's a strange new world. You kiss, and yes, if you're wondering, it looks like she's gonna keep the bunny mask on for the sexy time. This is the part where I skedaddle. Decapitations? Sure. Tiger modeling, love it. Decapitation? Sure. Dude crushing other dudes and car crushers? Gotta have it. But hanky panky? That I can't handle. I'll leave you two horny kids to it. Watching Amor Coes, yeah. What, just because Hunter speaks Russian doesn't mean I do. I speak Canadian French. It's a thing. Look it up. Am I nervously running my mouth now just to give you 2 times alone in the dark? Maybe. Stop me if you heard this one. A hillbilly, a doctor, a clown walking to a bar. There's no way they reference more killers. Fine, we'll get back to it. Post doing it, you and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything's so perfect. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down at you from beyond. Then you realize it's pretty gross to imagine her having just watched all of that, and you try to stop thinking about it. That was incredible. You're telling me. The door to the cabin creaks open. You cover yourself with a blanket. Oh god, a severed hand claws its way through the doorway, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. No, we've walked right into a scene from a horror film. As soon as people having sex, they die. Not when I'm around. Huntress procures a hatchet from out of nowhere. Was that in bed with you guys? The willing corpses of Dwight and Claudette follow their chopped up limbs. Slowly the pieces of their bodies start to put together back together. No way. Indeed, my friend. You thought this island would let us die permanently? Have you ever played Dead by Daylight? Come on, we have to get back to the final scene. I mean, decision. Dang. Claudette and Dwight lead you and Huntress to the beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly laid. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Some kind of laundry detergent, freshly laid. Actually, maybe that's good. I'll get my agent to start circulating it. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman with spirit. No strange wide-eyed stare from socially awkward wraith. No threats of violence from Chopper. Even Claudette and Dwight are tightly lipped. They seem almost zombified. Last day, you piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and disappears as quickly as it came. The island noise begin to return. Birds chirping in their trees, the grass rustling in the light breeze, and oh look, the other killers are all here at the fire pit to watch the final ceremony. I can't wait any longer. The pomp of circumstances agonizing. You're telling me. Stick to the script, Claudette. Okay, so Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart has ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. She steps towards you. My dear, I think this is true love. Come with me to the Red Forest. Let's hunt the woods together and have a family bursting with babies. We'll raise them as fierce warriors who can defend their family and home. In just a matter of days, you've gone from being completely alone to being the start of a clan of warriors. I did not see that coming. Wraith starts a slow clap. No one joins in, typical. Spirit, whatever. Love is a constant made up by Korean cars industry. I'm out here. Spirit floats back to her black lighthouse. Look behind you, it's Trapper. Huntress, you bastard me. He turns to you and offers his literal hand for a handshake. Congratulations, boy. I don't shake hand with losers. Trapper's eyebrows shoot up, and then he smiles. Did not see that one coming. You're alright, kid. I mean, I hate you completely. I want to kill you mercilessly, but you're alright. But wait, you haven't said anything to Huntress. I love you too. I love you too. Yes, let's move to the Red Forest immediately. There's 12 kids too many, maybe in this economy, but who cares? Your heart is overwhelming with joy as you and Huntress embrace. This is what you've been missing your whole life. A woman with shoulders the size of mountains who won't take off her body mask even during intimate times. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You stare into the sunset and picture your life together. Happiness is real. This is a picture. You claim your. Huntress lifts her mask, and you finally lay eyes on her breathtaking natural beauty. You know the cabin I grew up in doesn't have the amenities that my luxurious new beach house has. I'm used to living as a beast, bathing in a river, running wild through the bushes. While telling you this, Huntress has left her bathing suit behind and entered to the jungle. You haven't lived until you've been one with nature. Rawr. She's Huntress to the woods, leaving your own bathing suit behind. The end.